Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Monday, September 15th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to reveal the truth behind Mailbox Money. But before I get started, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I've been involved in the work from home space for 19 years. Been working full-time for myself since 2018. And it's my true passion to help others generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. So with that being said, Mailbox Money isn't magic, okay? It's a real system. It works. But you have to work it, all right? Direct mail is nothing new. It's been around since the 1860s, and it's not going anywhere, all right? It's not going anywhere. So there's no magic behind it other than you have to work it. And if you do that, you'll get results. Most people think that, you know, it's a simple, you know, like they're just gonna sign up and make money. Or they're just gonna mail out a few postcards and make money. That's rarely happens, all right? That rarely happens. You have to put in some effort, okay? You have to put in some effort to get results, all right? And I think that's the biggest trouble with direct mail marketing is that, and just mailbox money in general, is people think that they're gonna sign up and make all this money with zero effort. And that's just not the case. All right, in order to be successful with direct mail and building a mailbox money empire is consistency, right? We talk about it in all my videos. Consistency, showing up every day, taking action, staying consistent. That's the winning success formula, right? That's what separates the winners and the losers. You have to show up every day. Now, I am on my way to the soap shop to check on a few things, and then I'm going to the post office, all right? I got a bunch of stacks here that I put together this weekend. They're all going into the mailbox, right? On top of that, I'm consistently creating content because that's what I do. I focus on direct mail marketing and social media marketing. So I use Facebook and YouTube, create content, make videos, create posts, and then I send out letters in the mail, okay? And then I have some business cards and drop cards that I use. But the reason I was able to build my Mailbox Money empire is because I started out small, just like everybody does, right? You start out small, and with the understanding that it's a long-term business plan, that you're not going to get rich overnight. You're not going to get rich overnight, folks, okay? The only way you're going to get rich overnight is if you hit the lottery. All right, so you have to have that mindset when you go into this. Otherwise, you're just going to quit. You're going to fail yourself because you're not going to get that instant gratification that you're looking for, that most people are looking for. So when you're not getting, you know, $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month in your first month or 2 months, the majority of people quit, and they're like, it doesn't work. It does work. I'm here to tell you, all right, it works. Look at my YouTube channel. Look how many videos I've done about this. Look at how consistent that I am. Every day I show up, whether I want to or not. Because there's some days I don't want to make a video. You know? There's some days I don't even want to jump on social media. But I know that if I don't, my business isn't going to grow. My empire isn't going to grow. And that is why I do these things. You know, I want to help people. And ultimately, I want my empire to continue to grow, right? So that is why I stay consistent, because that is what you need to do if you want your business to grow. If you're not worried about it growing, you know, then don't show up. But the reality is this: Mailbox Money is simple. It's not hard to mail out postcards and letters and flyers. It's not hard to create content on Facebook and YouTube. You just have to stay consistent, right? You just have to stay consistent. You just have to want it bad enough to show up every day. And most people don't do that. But it works because of leverage, right? You're mailing leads. It's very simple to duplicate. Everything that I do is very duplicatable. And I keep it simple that way for a reason. That's so anybody who joins me, regardless of their marketing experience, can have success if they follow what I do. Right? So we're using leverage, and I use other people's leverage to help build my empire. And it's very simple. It's very simple, but it takes work in the sense that you have to want it bad enough and show up every day and understand you're not going to get the instant gratification that you're looking for. You're not going to get rich overnight. It might take you 2 or 3 years before you get any results. But one thing I can tell you is that the people that I work with who show up, take action, stay consistent, they get results over time. It varies for different people, for everybody. It varies for everybody. But it works. And in my opinion, there's no better business model than building, than network marketing. It could be multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing. I say network marketing. I'm including all of that. There's no better business model that I'm aware of, right? There's no other business where you can go and write your own paychecks and have time freedom. Yes, you can go and become a lawyer. You can become a doctor. You can become a dentist. You can become an accountant. You can become, whatever you want to be, a surgeon. But all of those have, it takes time to get your degree. And then when you start out, most of the time you're not making your full salary, right? You got to start at the bottom. And it might take you 10, 20, 30 years to get to the highest pay position possible, right? With network marketing, when you're building your own Mailbox Money Empire, the sky's the limit. It's totally based on your work ethic. And that is it. If you have a good opportunity or a good product or service that you're offering that people need, that are helping people solve a problem, the sky's the limit. You just have to go out there and make an effort to get whatever it is that you're selling in front of those people, in front of people's eyes. Because it's a numbers game, right? The more people that see your opportunity, the more people will sign up into your sales pages, your capture pages, and in turn that equals more sales. But you have to show up. I started small. I stayed consistent, even when I didn't feel like it. And I built a Mailbox Money Empire, right? Which it allows me to do what I want, when I want, for as long as I want, and not worry about cash flow. That's pretty cool. Right now it's Monday morning. It's about 11:30 a.m. I have a couple things I got to do here at the soap shop, which won't take me more than 10 minutes. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to drop off all these letters that are going out in the mail. I got to run to the bank. And Tina is with our oldest daughter today. They're going out to lunch and doing some shopping or whatever. And I'm going to go back to the house and work on some things around the house. That's my Monday. That's what I'm doing today. That's what I want to do today. And I don't tell you that to be like, oh, I make all kinds of money. I'm better than everybody. No, I'm telling you that because that's what's possible if you stay consistent with whatever it is you're doing long enough. Most people don't do it. They quit right away. They get like inches within striking the gold and they quit. Because they don't have patience. They don't have, they're just looking for that instant gratification. They want that money right away. But these are real businesses. When you're building a Mailbox Money Empire, it's a real business. You have to treat it like a real business if you want to get business pay. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get hobby pay, or it's going to cost you. A lot of hobbies cost people more money than they make from it. But most people, 99% of the people, 98% of the people take zero action. They don't do anything. So mailbox money to me equals freedom, time freedom. There's no luck. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing like that. There's no secret formula. The secret formula is committing to whatever it is that you want to share with others, whatever product, service, or opportunity that you're a part of. committing to showing up every day, committing to taking action, which I talk about in other videos. You want to do income producing activities every day, right? You want to get at least 2 people to look at your opportunity every day. 2 people. That's all it takes. 2 people. Every day. And you want to consistently do that. And if you do that over time, you will start getting results. When you start getting results, that's going to build your momentum. When your momentum starts building, that's going to give you motivation to keep going. But most people, for whatever reason, they just quit. And then they hop on to the next program, thinking that they're going to get rich in that program. But it's the same thing. It's a cycle that never ends until you change your mindset. Until you understand that these aren't like just get rich quick programs. These are legit business opportunities that I'm a part of that can make you very wealthy if you put in the work. So that is, the truth behind Mailbox Money. It's simple. It's simple to mail out letters, programs, flyers, drop some drop cards, hand out business cards. It's simple to make a video for YouTube. It's simple to create a post on Facebook. But you have to do it every single day. Every single day. Even on days where you don't feel good. Even on days when you don't feel like it. Even on days when you'd rather go and watch your Netflix program. Everybody has enough time in the day to spend at least 1 hour building an empire. So it just boils down to how bad you want it. How bad do you want it? I want it bad enough. That's why I do it. I love helping other people. But at the end of the day, and I'm just being honest, all the people in this are doing it to better themselves and their family. That's why I'm doing it. I want to build generational wealth for my family. So that one day when I'm not here, I know that my wife and my daughters are taken care of. My future grandkids are taken care of. That's what I want. That's why I'm doing this. And I'm just truly passionate about it. I get excited about marketing. I wake up every day excited about marketing. I love putting together envelopes. All right. I love the whole process. I love creating sales pages that I print out on my own computer at home in my little office. And I love stamping my envelopes and putting on the address labels and putting on my return address labels. I love everything about that. I love everything about. Oh, there's a huge deer that just ran back there behind my truck in the field. I don't know if that got on. I don't know if that got caught on video or not. But I love everything about it. It's my true passion. It's what I eat, sleep, and breathe. I just love doing it. So maybe if it's not working for you, maybe it's because it's not your real passion. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's not for everybody. That's why only 2% of the people that get involved in opportunities from work from home make any money. It has to resonate with you. And if it doesn't, maybe it's just not for you. Maybe there's, you have to go and look for another way to earn some extra income. But I'm telling you that if you stick with it long enough, you'll get results. Okay? And I can't guarantee you'll make any money because it's all dependent on your work ethic. But like I said, the people that join me and put in the work and show up every day, stay consistent, do income producing activities, they get results. All right. And if you stick with it long enough, you can build an empire. So I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know in the comments, what are you doing? Are you a go-getter? Are you an action taker? Are you on the fence thinking about what program you want to join? Do you need coaching? Do you need help? Let me know. Let me know what you're doing down in the comments. All right. So I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.